everybody, and welcome to these your channeled messages from Spirit. And so, if you're here watching this, if your curiosity made you click on this video, it's because you're meant to be here. So, these are guided messages spontaneously. They're not for any star sign, they're just for whoever finds the video. And no matter what the date, what the time, what the month, if you're here, you're meant to be. And so we're going to ask Spirit what they'd like to say to us. When we do videos, no matter when or what and who they're for, we always ask for a mystery card. And we use this numbers deck to do that. It's a beautiful deck, and it does give some beautiful spiritual messages to our followers. And so we ask Spirit just for one card. Sometimes they throw out two. What is it you'd like to say to us today? Okay, and they have thrown out two. So and we put them to one side. We don't look at them. So we pop them over here. And we check them out at the after the reading's done. We also ask for one card from our beautiful angels, gods, and goddesses deck. Just one card. Again, beautiful, beautiful messages. They really are. This is a beautiful deck. I really love it. It's one of my favourites, and I haven't had it for a long time. And I'm so pleased I found it, or it found me, I think. And so this is for the collective. This is for all of those people who are here with us today. What's it you'd like to give us today? And I read this out at the end of the reading with the mystery cards. So let's ask Spirit. What would they like to say to us right now? What's important? What subject would they like to talk to us about? What messages would they like to give us right now? And this is a tarot deck. It's one of the decks from Radley Valentine. And it's a very old deck. It's very old. I've been using it for a long time. And it's the same with the Oracle deck here. So we're using two decks for these messages. And they're both decks that I've been using for many years. And so I'm just going to ask for, how many do you want to give me? 5. Okay, we're going to get 5. They're going to give us 5. It's interesting that, look at these two stuck together. I think we need to take them both, but it's interesting that a few of the cards have started to stick together and come out together, and that's had never happened before. It happened yesterday when I was doing the weekly readings. It's rather interesting, the cards that actually did stick together here. Very interesting. So at the moment, I'm doing this reading at a time when Mercury is in retrograde, and of course, over the next 6 months, we are under the umbrella of this the full moon that we just had, which was in the eclipse moon that was in the energy of Virgo. Very much a time to release and let go of things, and we do have the release card that has come up, which is quite interesting. And so, everyone, this is a very interesting reading because we have 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcanas. And we also have the 10 of Swords. And because we are under the umbrella of this powerful eclipse, which is a time to let go and release, I'm not surprised that we've been given the 10 of Swords, because this is very much the end of a difficult situation. And so the energy is very much a releasing energy sitting here on the table. So this is a time of difficulty finally coming to an end. This is a time to embrace new beginnings, time to make change, a time to step up, a time to expect things now to move forward for us. And we are, and this is also a time where many of us could be finally getting to a situation where we realize that we can and maybe should address any issues that we have when it comes to addictions like drinking, smoking, um, whatever, medications, whatever. This is a time, and also, toxic environments. And when I say the word environment, that means situations, people, whatever. So this is a time when maybe it is time to reevaluate those things that we do need to let go so that we can move forward at this very important next 6 months in a very positive way. There's no point in dragging the bad stuff with us. And also, my guide just said it's time for us to stop dragging our feet. Now, look, there could be some funny sayings come out, and not all of you are going to resonate with that, but some of you will. And so my guide does use old-fashioned sayings sometimes, but there's someone there that needs to hear this. This is not a time to drag our feet. This is the time to actually act and get things going and get things moving. This is the time. It's a good time. It's a wonderful day. And today, the day you're reading this, is the time that it's a good day for you. I'm being told to say to you, this is a good day. A good day to start to reevaluate our life, reevaluate what it is that we have been putting up with, tolerating, also maybe putting our head in the sand about. So I'm trying to word this the best way. But what Spirit is saying is that some of us have not been accepting of certain things going on around us. We've been closing ourselves off and not looking at things the way they really are. We've been putting our head in the sand and hoping that it'll go away and hoping that it's not real and not wanting to address it. Thank you. That's really what I need to say. There are some things that we've been trying to avoid addressing. We've been putting off talking about things, putting off accepting things. And that hasn't helped us at all in any ways. The Spirit is now saying that now it's time for us to maybe address these things that are holding us back. And so if you're going through a difficult situation, this with addictions, situations, you're feeling entrapped, you're feeling as though you can't move forward because of the environment that you're in, then this is a time for you to realize that you can change that. Feeling trapped is a horrible feeling. It's terrible. This is the Devil card. And in the original tarot, the devil is looming over the couple. And the couple are one each side of him, one's on one side, one's on the other, with these chains around their neck. But the chains are right down here somewhere. And so the message in that card is that you're in a false sense of entrapment. You could lift those chains. You could actually lift them over your head, put them on the ground and run. And that really is the big message that I always see when I see the Devil card, this feeling of entrapment, this illusion really of you're not really trapped. You've just allowed yourself, we've allowed ourselves to let our mind run away, or allowed ourselves to be in a situation where we don't want to be. So some of us, we need to realize that we don't need negative people in our lives. We don't need toxic environments or people. And maybe some of us have been tolerating that for too long. Now's the time for us to detach and step away from that sort of an environment. It's an important time to detox our life. This is an important time for us to accept the fact that we really do need to move on from situations. When I use the word situations, I mean career, work. That's, if you've been working in a really terrible environment that's very toxic, if you can, move away, or maybe this is a time for you to plan a new job. Look at looking into something different, putting in your resumes. The next 6 months is the time to change your life in a very positive light. But to do that, you may need to make some big changes. Get out of that job that's really bad for you, especially if you're being bullied or it's a toxic, nasty environment. Some of you, it'll be a relationship. Some of you, look, it could be even your own career. You could be, working and it's just not good for your health. It's making you ill. It's too much stress. And so when I say situations, that word covers the way what you're in at the moment. And some of us are in this environment where we have things going on in our life that we know we don't really want. We don't want that, those, we don't want to have to put up with those neighbours who are always carrying on and complaining and all that sort of thing. And we don't want the gossip, the friend who's always gossiping about everybody. We're fed up with it. We don't want that anymore because we're not like that. These sorts of situations, And so this is a time now for us to realise that there's an energy around us that is saying to us that this is an opportunity to bring these situations to an end. This is a time where difficult situations could now be completed so that we can embrace change, so that things will start to move forward. Once we make change, once we start to think differently, think positive, put behind us what we don't need and what's not good for us. Once we start to visualize a better life without all that toxic energy in it, we start to grow. We grow in a very positive way. And so free yourself. This is a time to free yourself of anything and everything that does not serve you in a loving, kind, compassionate way. Because this is what we need in our life. We need love. We need compassion. We need to be able to express ourselves in a beautiful way. And it's very difficult to stay in that energy when we have a toxic environment that we're trying to avoid or that we're trying to cope with. Because a toxic environment, no matter what it is, will always hold us back. There's no doubt about that. We have the world card here. And this is Spirit saying to us that, there is a path here. There's a new path. There's a whole new world out there. The world is your oyster. Is a saying that means that there's so many opportunities there. We've just got to start to manifest all the positive stuff. We've got to start thinking positive, wanting positive, creating positive by our focusing on the good stuff so that we can change our world. This is change, big, big change. We've got to release, we've got to let go of what no longer serves us. And we have to step in the energy of the Emperor. The Emperor, he's powerful, he's strong, he's always ready for action. He's very structured, he's very disciplined, he's got this leadership energy and quality, and this is what we can be too. This is about organization, letting go and then getting organized, getting things really going. This is an exciting time. The energy is very exciting here. And I'm sure you can feel the energy of this reading because it is an exciting time. The next 6 months, these planets, these influences that we're under at the moment, we haven't seen this for years and years. We won't see it again in our lifetime. It doesn't come back for another few hundred years. So there's big opportunities here, very positive opportunities for us to make some big changes. And I'm sure you're just as excited about this as I am. But to do it, we have to let go all that crap. We have to let go of it. We've got no choice. We can't drag it into this next 6 months because if we do, we're going to look back and regret it. We're going to regret it because it's going to hold us back and maybe even get in the way of our true path, which our true purpose. And we don't want that, do we? We have the 10 of Cups. Very powerful message about being able to create a happy, contented, rewarding life. This is happiness, the hearts. This is the cups, what it is we really want. This is our heart center. This is coming from a place of love, compassion, understanding. This is coming from a place of creating what we need in our life, and we need happiness, and it's next to the world. So now is a time for us to emotionally step into a beautiful, beautiful future and believe and trust our intuition, our emotions. This is trusting our intuition, going with the flow, making things happen. The release card is very much telling us that this is time now this is an end. This is the time for us to move on. This is a time of everything coming to a closure. The end of a phase or a situation is upon us now. This is also about transformation. This is spiritual transformation. This is time to move in a whole new direction. It's a very positive message. And the Emperor, we have to realize that the Emperor is talking to us about leadership, structure, discipline, organization, logic. These are the energies of this powerful Emperor. He's one of the most powerful major arcanas in the deck, the Empress and the Emperor. And this is what we can be. Once we step into that belief system, once we become organized, once we remain focused, and once we are disciplined and show that we have the willpower to make change, we can't go wrong. All we can do is just open up a whole new world for us. It's up to us what it is we really want. What is it that we want with our life? Do we want happiness? Do we want love? Do we want travel? Do we want abundance? Do we want, whatever it is we want? We're capable of creating it, and the universe wants it for you as well. You're not meant to come here and suffer. We're not sent here to suffer. We're sent here to have experience, to become a lot more enlightened. And how do you become enlightened? By having a wonderful, caring, loving, compassionate attitude towards yourself first and then towards others. And that sort of energy brings in all the abundance. And that's really what you could create here with this. These messages are really powerful today, everybody, for all of us. But we must let go of this stuff here. We must let go of all this negative. It doesn't serve us right. Some of us have been tolerating certain things, situations, because we are loving, because we are compassionate, because we are empaths. But what we also have to realize that you can still have all that quality within you. It's there anyway. You can still show these beautiful, beautiful ways about yourself to others, but it doesn't mean that you have to become involved if it's that sort of a situation. You can still detach from situations by not letting them get up here. But you can still be that wonderful person that you are. Learning detachment, mastering detachment is the most amazing thing that you can do for yourself. And the only way to do it is to accept the fact that you are not responsible or capable of changing someone. They have to do it themselves. And so we have to accept sometimes that not everybody can do that. Some people struggle with that. And so this is where we have to show our empathy, but however, we still have to accept the fact that it's their choice. People make their choices, don't they? It's not our fault if they make the wrong choices. Everybody, we create our future by the choices that we make and our belief systems. And so this is the time to accept the fact that we can't change other people. They've made their choices. And so now this is the time for us to let that go, move on and get on with our own life, get on with our own future, and not wipe them. I'm not saying to wipe people unless they're really bad, but detach from your energy, your mindset from their negative, and focus on your good stuff. Stay focused on what it is you want, because you've got the world, you've got the release cards, you've got the energy of the emperor, you've got all this good stuff ahead. And this is what you really want, isn't it? This is what we need to focus on and create. So let's ask what Spirit what else they'd like to give us with our Oracle deck. This is the time to, we just go with the flow, take your time. But this is also about you, moving on. This is you standing your ground. There's something we need to stand our ground on at the moment. There is confusion for some of us. There is a certain uncertainty going on at the moment. And at the moment, some of you are just going with the flow because you're a little bit uncertain. A little bit uncertain of what it is, which way you want to go. You're waiting for, you're waiting for a sign. Some of you could be waiting for a sign to see which way do I go. You're being asked to be patient. So Spirit is asking us to be patient at this minute and not to rush in on something. Now, we do have the home card here. So some of you are being asked not to rush in on something at the moment when it comes to your home life. Maybe it's home improvements, where you're living, the way you're living. So some of us are being asked to be patient. Things can sometimes take time. We're also being asked to just go with the flow at the moment. So this going with the flow, being patient, is saying that at the moment, anything around your home life, anything around any difficulties that you're going through at the moment, just be patient. Allow Spirit to get involved and to help you in some way, because this is what they do. If there's something that needs to happen, uh, rather than what is you think needs to happen, Spirit will often step in and bring in what it is you really need. So what I mean by that is, if you put in for a job and you really believe you're going to get it, you feel really confident and you're really shattered when you don't get it. But later on, you get another job and it's the best job ever. The disappointment of not getting the first job goes, because you think, wow, I'm so glad I didn't get that because look at what I've got. And that is the card of the Tower. And so there could be something going on around you at the moment where you just need to be patient and allow Spirit to handle it for you. There could also, for some of you, there's this situation around you when it comes to your finances and so on, and so forth, and your home, where you may need to stand your ground on something. You may need to be strong and just to stick to your guns to stand your ground on a situation around your finances and also your home at the moment. Now, that can also be your place of work. So if you need to stand your ground on a situation around you at work, your career, where you work, again, be patient. Be patient. Don't rush in on it, okay? Just be patient and wait and see what Spirit brings up. I've got two cards here which talk to you about overseas and holidays and so on overseas. So again, some of you may be thinking about taking time out at the moment. A break. Maybe you need a break. Maybe you need a break because you're going through too much stress. So some of you, it won't be all of you, it might just be one person that's watching this video, that if you're going through any stress, if you're going through any uncertainty, doubt, not sure which path to take, be patient. Have patience. Don't rush in at the moment. Just take your time and go with the flow at the moment, and allow Spirit to step in and guide you, or just wait for better timing. I feel I need to say to you that really it's just a case of better timing. If you could just wait until it is the right time, even though you're feeling stagnant, I'm getting this feeling that this is going to turn out okay. This is going to be all right because we have got this message about the end of a phase or situation is coming. So I just feel that whatever it is you're in at the moment, and you'll know who you are, this will resonate with you. Just hang in there, can you? Have better days, very much better days ahead, very soon, very, very soon, very shortly. So there is a need for you to stand your ground right now. Because if you do, look at the success it's going to bring. So please take this advice. It's going to lead you to a great deal of success. And again, you moving forward. So don't allow yourself right now. I've got the now, the timing card of now. So we, Spirit said now. Now they're just giving me that card of timing right now. Like the day you're watching this, you're being asked to confront your fears, take control of your fears, because some of you are going through a little bit of a stage of where you're feeling a little bit fearful. Now, this is all about this devil card that we had in the beginning of the reading. So this is Spirit now confirming this first section of this reading where they're just saying that try very hard to release yourself from any fears, especially around your finances. Release any fears around your finances if you're going through that sort of a situation at the moment. There's positive change ahead. So just go with the flow. Um, my guide is saying put a padlock on the purse. Put a padlock on the purse. This is where you might need to stand your ground because I'm being brought back to this stand your ground and also the home card. So if there's somebody in your environment that's wasting money, put a padlock on the purse. Spirit is saying, uh, yeah, and then things will improve. Look, there are some big decisions here too that and choices that need to be made, and you're being asked to trust your intuition on that. Just trust and have faith that you will make the right choice and allow yourself to be guided by the divine. So there is divine guidance here being offered. So please listen to your gut instincts. It's very important. You don't want to be looking back and saying, I should have listened to my gut. I've done it more times than I should have. I've thought, oh, I knew I should have done that. And but I don't beat myself up about it because I am, let's face it, I'm here, I'm in a human body. So, and our mind does get in the way sometimes of our psychic abilities, or our intuition. But this is a very powerful message. I've got the spirit card here, the blessings card. You are being blessed and guided, but you must have faith and trust your intuition on this decision. And you must also make sure you stand your ground very much on something. Look, I have got the repeat of the devil card now. It has come up again. And so, not all of you, but some of you are having a little bit of inner conflict about something here. And there is fear here. And so, there are some things going on for some of you, not all of you, but maybe you are going through a stage where you really do need to look into how you can, move on, how you can move past this. And some of you may even be thinking of moving interstate or overseas or away from this toxic environment. But we are looking at the devil card. It does represent many things. It represents our fears. It represents our fear to move on. It represents addictions. So maybe you're trying very hard, to release yourself from an addiction and you're having difficulty. And so spirit is saying, be patient, be patient with yourself. It will take time. Just go with the flow, just keep trying and don't give up. Don't give up on that, okay? Because your health, we've got the health card here, and the health card is all about you healing. It's about you taking steps to heal yourself. So if you are struggling with anything, you're trying to give up alcohol, cigarettes, chocolate. Who wants to give up chocolate? No thanks. Um, you know, whatever it is you're struggling with, medical. If you're on antidepressants and you would love to get off them, well, go to talk to your doctor and say, look, is there any way we can get me, off of these so that help me to break down on these or whatever. If you're getting side effects or whatever, go to your doctor and see if you can't change that or do something about it if it's affecting you in a negative way and it's not helping you as much as it should, or if you are actually addicted to other things. This could be a time now where you decide you want to really kick this habit or you want to improve your life, and so spirit is saying, well, be patient. Everything takes time, but there is improvement here around your health. So we've got message, some of you, there's huge improvement around your health. And those improvements and those decisions that you're going to make are going to take you to a whole new journey, new beginnings and a fresh start. I have also got the message here for some of you that I think that you're going to study in the health industry. So maybe you're thinking of becoming a carer, a doctor, a nurse, whatever. And you're being encouraged to go ahead with it because it's going to lead you to a whole new career. And it's going to be very, very positive for you, really positive change. So if you're thinking of doing that, this is a good time to do it. Yes, the Spirit's saying this is a very good time to do that. Okay. Um, so there's some really good readings here. There's some big opportunities for those of you who are starting study or still studying. Some very big opportunities heading your way over the next few years for you to move ahead in that career. If you're waiting for something now, if you're waiting to hear about that, if you're waiting to hear about if you've put in for a health job, a nursing job, or looking after people, or anything to do with helping others, even a nutritionalist. Or there's some very important news that could be coming in. Very, very important news. We'll give you the opportunity to make a clean sweep of something and step forth in a whole new area. And, you just need to stay committed to that. Some of you could also be signing a contract when it comes to that too. I feel that there's a signing of contract around some of you where you can make a clean sweep of things and actually move forward. And again, it's a very good time to look into that sort of thing as well. Remember, Mercury's in retrograde. So if you can sign that contract more in the about April the 10th on, that might be a better time. So there's lots of things going on. Many of you are in a situation where there are toxic situations that you do need to move away from or work on or get help for. But we mustn't forget that we've been given the world. We've been given, a job well done. Joy, contentment, and gratitude lay ahead. This is also a path towards a whole new area of your life, a path towards enlightenment for many of you. This is the time to release things, let things go. It's time to bring something to a closure. Again, this can also be transformation, spiritual transformation, time to move on. And of course, we have the Emperor, the power of the Emperor involved in the world and the releasing. So very, very powerful time. Become organized, stay focused, bring structure and discipline and leadership into your journey, into your life, and watch everything come into fruition. So this could be a very abundant future for us all. Big changes in career. Many of you are going to start studying. This would be a good time for that. Be patient. Any decisions that you're making, you might need to stand your ground on them. Okay. Everything takes time. So it won't happen overnight, but it will happen eventually. For those of you who are on this difficult path of uncertainty at the moment and confusion with what you're going through, again, maybe you need to have some time out, look after yourself, be positive, And again, be patient. Everything takes time. Once you get the ball rolling, once you make those important decisions and those positive changes, your life will transition into something magic. There's no doubt about it. Very positive messages today. I think I'm sure it has resonated with many of you. I'm going to ask now to Spirit to, um, just going to read out these messages that they gave us. So this is the angel of pleasure, and the angel of pleasure brings us a beautiful message, and this is her here. And this is what Spirit is saying to us, everyone. This is a time for you to take pleasure in the things you do. The message for you today is to start to take pleasure in all the things you do. It's not all about hard work, achievement, and performance. What is important is that you make the most of every moment in your life. Start to do more things that bring you pleasure and that bring pleasure to those you love, you work, study, and play with. Try it. You may be surprised to find that when things become pleasurable, you accomplish more with less stress and effort. That's so true, isn't it? This is all about bringing happiness and lightheartedness and easy as you go. Take your time, go with the flow type of thing. Bring that into our life in everything and anything that we do, especially when it comes to our career and if we work with other people. So we've got two cards from the numbers deck, everyone, and this one is number 3. So Spirit's given us number 3 and also 4, 9. So let's see what they want to say to us. This will round off the reading for us. With an open and aware heart, you cultivate harmony within your mind, body, and spirit. Embrace the energy of pure joy and let your lightheartedness guide you. Your soul is called to express itself creatively and live life to the fullest, guided by the divine light within you. Well, that sort of is the same message as we had with the angel of pleasure, isn't it? Maybe this is the time to be a little bit more lighthearted and have a bit of fun. So we have the new you. Wow. The new you is a radiant expression of divine light and love. Embraced by the angels and guided by your own inner wisdom, you are called to step into your full potential and be the shining light you wish to see in others. Remember, you hold the power to heal yourself and the world. And we also had the health and healing card. So for those of you who are thinking of studying or studying at the moment, this is a really powerful message, this card, for those of you who are health workers. Remember, you hold the power to heal yourself and the world. So that's a lovely message for you, isn't it? So this is the message for today for those of you who are here, the collective. We refer to you as the collective, and that is like-minded people, or just whoever you are, and whatever day you found this, we sincerely hope that it has given you some form of guidance. Remember, Spirit has said, be patient. I feel it's an important thing to just repeat. Things will take time. So just hang in there. Don't rush in. Just know that slow and steady often wins the race, doesn't it? You've heard this story of the hare and the tortoise. Slow and steady sometimes wins the race. So everybody, if you'd like to give us a like, it helps out the channel and it's so very much appreciated by us. Would you like to receive these messages every 3 to 4 days when we do them and all the other guided messages that we do? If so, please click the subscribe button now and hit the little bell. And then you'll get notified when we do our psychic development and growth, our weekly readings. We guide you every week, our monthly readings, the moon readings, the new moon, the full moon readings, everything that we actually do on the channel, you'll get notified when they do get released. And it helps the channel. And so, if you would like to do that, it's your choice, of course. But in the meantime, thank you so much. When you make a comment, I always respond to you. As you know, Linda Williams from Australia. Love to hear where you're from. I'll always reply. I'll give you a thumbs up and a little heart to let you know that I've looked at your message. And sometimes I'll leave you a little message too. So please take care of yourself. It's a big, big energy that we're going through at the moment. And this eclipse is changing our life. For many of us, our lives are changing in a huge way, a big way. They're changing in a way that we've never seen before. So I feel it's a very exciting time. And if you stay in the positive, get yourself in the positive, get yourself in the energy of having faith and trust in yourself and the spirit realm, you'll be able to make those big positive changes to move forward as well. So take care. I look forward to catching up with you again soon. Bye bye for now.